Good morning, and this is Daniel Zabala with RealtorResource.com. And in today's live stream, I want to talk about new real estate agent essentials, running your day-to-day business. There are three major components to your business as a real estate agent. Those are your marketing activities, your serving your client activities, and your administrative tasks. So I'm going to dive into this here in a minute. Before I go on, please like, share, and subscribe this channel. We love serving you by providing education and continue to help you become an expert in your field and a professional real estate agent, investor, and overall entrepreneur. We want you to succeed, and I hope you get a lot out of our content. So, with that being said, marketing, service, administration, those are your three core foundational tasks. Pretty much everything you do as a realtor or real estate agent when you're serving clients need to pretty much falls into those three categories. So on a day-to-day, on a week-to-week, on a month-to-month basis, you want to keep those in order, and those are done in that, what I'm trying to say, keeping your priorities straight in terms of your day-to-day activities. Marketing must always come first. You always want to be on the lookout for your next client, your next opportunity, your next investment, your next deal. Marketing activities have to come first. As real estate agents, as realtors, you want to serve your clients with excellence, and a lot of realtors are servant-hearted type people. You're probably one of those, and that's great. But in order to build a sustainable business, you have to keep the first things first. And as an entrepreneur, that means always doing marketing activities, marketing, advertising, branding, anything to build your business and build your pool of leads and future clients. So marketing must come first in every day, every week, every month. Once you've done your daily marketing activities, or maybe for you, it means you have a few days a week or a couple days a week where you just hit it hard with marketing. And it can change month to month, quarter to quarter because of the seasonality of this business. For example, holidays, you may be slower as a real estate agent. And so you may change up your day-to-day or your weekly schedule. The key is being consistent. And again, keeping your marketing efforts first and foremost. Once you've done your marketing activities, you've scheduled it, you've done them, then you can move on to serving your current client base. Any active deals you have that you're working, if you're working with sellers or buyers or investors, or serving your family, if you want to think about it that way, in terms of if you're working any creative finance or investment deals, any wholesale type deals, definitely doing the work to get those transactions completed and moved along. And that really starts to move into the third category, which is administration. That's everything from your paperwork, checking emails, responding to messages, things of that nature. It's easy as a newer real estate agent too, when you feel bored, if you don't have any clients, to just waste time by checking your email, scrolling on Facebook, doing whatever. Social media is not bad. The key is using it wisely and making the most of that time and effort. If you're on there, always be marketing. Posts here, intentional messages, asking for referrals. Doing those things. And so administrative tasks, again, should come third. And it is important that we do them and stay organized, especially when it comes time for tax season. Today's April 15th. Taxes are due today. If you haven't got your taxes done, be sure to get an extension filed today, because today is the deadline. Nothing wrong with doing the extension. It gives you more time and easy peasy as long as you can do it and get them done correctly. That's the important thing. So administrative tasks, you want to be organized. One, organization in your business helps reduce your stress. Two, it makes you more efficient. Three, it makes you be perceived as even more of a professional when you're working with your clients. And four, it enables you to serve your clients at a higher level with excellence. Again, when it comes to tax season, all year long you're doing this business, you want to be keeping track of your income and your expenses. And it can be as simple as using a Google Sheets document or Microsoft Excel document, just to track your income and expenses, and just track everything. The more notes, the better, especially if you're working with a CPA. So you hand it off to them, makes their life a lot easier if it's organized, clean, and easy to read. They don't have to go be digging for information or asking you for things. Keeping designated folders for all of your receipts, whether it's a paper, having both a paper folder for paper receipts as well as a digital folder, either on your desktop or in the cloud or on your Google Drive or wherever you have it, but keeping it in one place. And again, saving all your important documents, all your receipts, and making notes on those appropriately according to IRS guidelines. So administrative is super important to staying organized, being efficient. So I'm going to go back to marketing. So I'm going to lean back because back is a little tired. Marketing, some things you can do as a new agent, just getting in the habit of always having your business cards on you and handing those business cards out everywhere you go, as well as getting in the habit of simply asking for referrals, for sure from your clients. But you have to get outside your comfort zone and ask for referrals. You want to focus on building relationships, because that is ultimately the foundation of our business is relationships and having healthy relationships. So that means being genuine, caring about your family and friends, and just becoming a better person. It's as an entrepreneur, it is a growth journey for sure. It is all about learning and growing and becoming better, and it never ends. We can always become better in various areas of our lives and in our business especially. So always asking for referrals, always handing out your business card, just making that a habit with everything you do. If you're a realtor in particular. In my last live stream, I talked about the creative brokerage model that we are really proponents of here at realtorresource.com, and I'm going to continue talking about that. The days of only serving retail buyers and sellers is over, unless you're killing it in the business in this current market environment, which chances are you're not if you're watching this. It's time to adjust and adapt in order to overcome. And there's so much more opportunity out there besides just serving retail buyers and sellers, working with wholesalers, wholesaling real estate yourself, even as a realtor, as long as it's legal to do in your area, which most places it is. It's just a matter of doing it correctly and checking with your local legal counsel, make sure that you can do it. Whether it's working with wholesalers on novation deals, which is like a net listing, creative finance deals, which is where you work with a seller to purchase their property, they're the lender, and you work up the details of the loan. And it can be a huge win-win and long-term, a really big opportunity for you in a lot of ways. Technically, if you did a deal right, if you really know what you're doing, you have the potential on a single home to make money on it like 7 times, I want to say, over the course of many, many years. Again, that's a hypothetical, but it is possible. For example, you buy it on terms, you turn around, you sell it on terms, you have monthly cash flow, and you write it into the contract or the loan documents. You first right of refusal, so you could buy the loan from the initial seller at a discount. With the person that bought the property in the back end, you could make it to where you have the first right of refusal to buy the property back. Maybe even you might list the property when they decide to sell. You could always refinance with them. There's all kinds of things you could do down the road if you work a deal correctly. Similarly to if you're working with a seller, when you have a listing, doing open houses, you get new buyers, you get new sellers, you get leads, you can get referrals if you ask for them, and you do a great job and you earn those referrals, you earn more business, earn people's trust and respect. There's all kinds of ways you can capitalize on a single opportunity to turn it into multiple opportunities down the road. So again, marketing efforts first and daily, and keeping track goes back to administration. The more organized you are, the more you're going to be able to easily stay on top of your leads and referrals especially because when you get a referral, it might be someone that is looking to sell in the future, but it might be 6, 9, 12, 18, even 2 years down the road. They know they're going to sell, but it could be a while. So following up on all leads that you have is super important. You have your marketing efforts that you're doing to get brand new leads. And then there's also with that, in the same category, marketing is follow up on any leads that you already have. You work that lead until it is completely dead, meaning it is no longer a viable lead at all. And even then, if you've built trust and respect and rapport with that person, they could still send you referrals. So always working your database, always working your network. So marketing, serving your clients, administration, in that order, day to day, week to week, month to month. What else? Let's see. I'm going to keep this one kind of short today, this live stream. Let's see. The creative brokerage model again, creative finance, and of course, broker real estate, property management. You can learn about short sales. That is a great niche within the industry that is highly underserved, I guess. Is there's not as much competition. There just aren't as many people that are experts in doing short sales, working with clients that need to do a short sale to prevent them from going to foreclosure. If you ever know someone or hear someone that's thinking about they're just really down, their financial situation's really really distressed, and they think that foreclosure is the only option, I would definitely encourage you to encourage them to not do that. The foreclosure should be the absolute last resort if there's literally no other way. But a short sale is a great solution to prevent that seller from having to foreclose. Because when a bank forecloses on someone, what the person being foreclosed on doesn't realize is, let's say that the property has an outstanding loan of $150,000. Okay. And they get foreclosed on. And so the bank sells that property at auction. This is a very small, condensed nutshell example. Let's say they sell it at auction because the bank is not in the real estate business. They're in the loan and the notes business. They don't want to own real estate like that. So let's say they sell it for $50,000 to get it off their books. Okay. And that might actually be a strategic move for the bank. Why? Because they're going to take a $100,000 loss, which is a tax write-off for the business that is the bank. So the seller that got foreclosed on had $150,000 worth of loan left on the life of the loan for that house. They got foreclosed on. The bank sold the property at auction for $50,000, taking a $100,000 loss. Okay. So if the bank takes that $100,000 loss, again, it's a tax write-off for them, but the IRS considers it a capital gains profit, if you will, to that seller that got foreclosed on. So not only do they got foreclosed on, they lost their home, their credit is forever dinged, pretty much, or for many years at least. They had all the fees and costs and expenses related to the court proceedings, everything that goes into the foreclosure process. On top of that, they could have a taxable liability of $100,000 gain because the bank forgave that portion of the loan, in a nutshell. So now that seller that got foreclosed on owes the IRS taxes on $100,000 that they don't have because they got foreclosed on. It's a mess. It's horrible. So you want to encourage anyone that you know that's even remotely thinking about, oh, I'll just go through the foreclosure process. I've given up. I can't deal with this anymore. Don't let them. Hammer it into them in love. Like, you really don't want to do that, and explain why. And if you don't understand the foreclosure process, encourage you to go do plenty of research to dive deeper on some of the things that I've talked about, so that you can better serve others, those that are in that situation. So avoiding foreclosure at all costs. with that, opportunities as an investor, in real estate, you can purchase loans that are heading towards foreclosure. They're called non-performing loans. It's a great way to indirectly invest in real estate because those loans are backed by the real estate all over the country. You can do this. You don't even need to live in the state where the house is. And by purchasing those non-performing loans, you do it at a huge discount, and you're able to ideally reach out to that person that has the loan on the house to work with them to get them paying again so they don't go through foreclosure process. And if they're simply not able to, not willing to, whatever, and you've coached them and tried to help them in every way you can, then you can foreclose on them. It's like ultimately this is a business, just like the bank. They're in it to make money. Now you don't have to do this. You don't have to go about it the same way the bank does, for sure. And the bank's not going to try and help that seller most likely, but you can. You can do everything you can to try and help them. And if for whatever reason things don't work out, then you can go to foreclosure and you can sell the property, flip the property, do whatever you want, and make a good return by doing that. So all kinds of opportunities in this business. The key is learning about them, being open to them, and working them. So again, the point of this video, 3 core foundational tasks within your business as a real estate agent: marketing, serving clients, administration, in that order, keeping your priorities straight. And I'm going to always mention the creative brokerage model. If you're with a company that does not allow you to do anything but work with retail buyers and seller clients, it is time to find another broker or become a broker or start your own brokerage. Here at RealtorResource.com, we have the tools and the templates and the resources you need to help you start your own brokerage. Whether you're a broker or not, you don't have to be a broker to start your own brokerage. You just need a principal broker who's willing to work with you as your principal broker. So I encourage you to start your own brokerage, regardless of the situation. If nothing else, work with a broker that is more flexible and is going to be willing to let you do more than just serving retail buyers and sellers, whether it's wholesaling, working with wholesalers, doing novations, creative finance, flipping properties, property management, whatever, what have you. Even commercial real estate. Some brokerages may not even allow their agents to do commercial deals. It's possible. The principal broker, the company, they can do what they want within the parameters of the real estate law. So you want to work with a broker that's going to allow you to do the business activities you want to do. Now, this doesn't mean you need to do all of it. You don't want to do all of it, but you want to know about all of it, at least on a bird's eye view level, a general understanding. Once you have a general understanding, then you can deep dive into a niche within your business, or a core 2 or 3, maybe 4 things, probably 3 2 or 3 activities. And as a real estate entrepreneur, at least you want to have your business of serving clients and investing activities. In my opinion, it's even better to have 3, which is serving clients, investing activities, and flipping activities. So whether that's flipping properties, flipping notes, acquiring those non-performing loans and working those deals to help the sellers, or selling the property on the back end, whatever you want to do. So those 3 activities. But again, your foundational business, serving clients, you have your marketing activities, serving clients, administrative tasks. So I'm going to cut this live stream short today. That's all I have. I hope this is insightful, and hope you all have a great day. It's a beautiful sunny day here in central Kentucky where I live, and I have a lot of tasks I need to go and do today. So until next time, see y'all at the top.